Sometimes I think I'm as happy for the leftovers as I am for the meal when it comes to holiday cooking. So today it's post-Thanksgiving, and we have a ton of leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
And I have an idea that pretty much came from Miles, and that is it's all about crepes, because I can't tell you how many times I've awakened. I left a clean kitchen the night before, but the next morning I come in and there's crepe mess all over the place.
Crepe mess all over the place.
So what's up with you and crepes that you want to make crepes so much?
Well, crepes are easier to make than pancakes, regardless of what popular belief is.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Yeah, and most people are really put off by crepes because they're French, they're fancy, but actually, they're really easy to make.
Great, so I'm going to show you right now how to make them. I have 3/4 of a cup of flour, and I've already got 1/3 of a cup of water inside the blender. This is some leftover char-baked eggplant and zucchini. I was thinking we would roll it up in these crepes right here that I already made, Miles. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 eggs right into here. It's great that I'm just putting this all into the blender. 2/3 of a cup of milk. And you might say, if you're having savory crepes, why use vanilla? I just love the way vanilla tastes no matter what, whether it's a savory or a sweet crepe. So I have a 1/2 teaspoon here, and I'm just eyeballing it. So Miles is just packing some big, those are man crepes if I ever saw a man crepe. Those are not dainty crepes.
These are man crepes.
They are man crepes. Okay.
Dad would be proud.
All right, so I'm just going to put this in here and give it a whir and make sure that it's completely and fully blended. Okay.
What's the best crepe you've ever had in your life, Mom?
Oh. You know, Miles, the answer to that question for me is probably the last crepe I had in my mouth, which is going to be in about 2 minutes. So, how about you? What's your best crepe?
Oh, best crepe. Actually, Vietnam.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
The French colonized Vietnam.
Yep.
And they left with them a great crepe dynasty.
Ah.
And they're utilizing a lot of Vietnamese ingredients, actually, which is amazing.
You mean like on the streets of Vietnam, that kind of thing?
The streets of Vietnam. They have you know, crepe vendors that will be using shrimp, whatever it may be. It's very French influenced.
What are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm adding cheese to the top of the crepes. I'm using Monterey Jack, but you can pretty much use any cheese you want.
You gonna get that in the broiler?
Getting in the broiler right
Perfect.
now, Mama.
So here is a crepe pan, and the way I do it is I like to spread it around. You want about 4 tablespoons of batter. This is working beautifully. You leave this here cooking for a little bit and let it just get formed on the bottom, and you want to make it not too thick. That's the thing. And then you can just flip it over. It takes about a minute or 2. I was thinking, Miles, that I would make a sweet crepe next. Since we've made a savory, or you couldn't wait for the turkey.
I couldn't wait for the turkey. Okay. I'm so sorry. I love it so much.
No problem. You get yourself a turkey going, and while you're at it, I think I'll have one of those. But I'm going to just finish up my sweet crepe here, and let's see. I think this is ready to go.
A crepe's like a sandwich.
I think I'm going to just try to do.
You could put anything on it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. That's good. I can smell a little bit of the vanilla, and I like that.
What's this? What do you think this is?
Oh, I know what that is. That's the artichoke casserole. You're putting artichoke casserole in there?
Why not?
All right. Okay, this is good. And I'm just going to bring it over here and put it here. And actually, I think what I'll do is if you could hand me the cranberry sauce,
Absolutely.
I am going to just make, thank you. I'm going to make some sweet. I have a nice sauce to show you for the cranberry sauce one. Now, I like mine a little bit more, I guess I would say dainty than Miles. So I'm actually going to go like this and like that.
Hey, Mom, they're called man crepes.
His are man crepes, mine aren't. And I'm going to make a little sauce for this. A little bit of cranberry. I like things simple, especially after such a huge meal. All right. So I'm just going to make a little sweet sauce, which takes nothing at all, just another little bit of butter. It is a French sauce after all. It's kind of like a crepe Suzette sauce. And couple tablespoons of butter, just swirl them around. You could use your crepe pan, but I'm going to keep that for crepe making because I have a feeling we're going to have to make a lot. Couple tablespoons of brown sugar, and I have over there some orange segments that are left from one of the salads, so that's going to be in the sauce. Now when this melts down, I was on the fence as to whether or not I wanted to put some alcohol in here. Well, some Grand Marnier or something.
The Grand Marnier actually accentuates the flavor of the oranges, which
do you know why?
Why?
Because it's made from orange.
Really?
Okay, so this is melting down. It needs to melt down just a little bit more. Do you want to do the Grand Marnier part of this? which is add it.
Yeah, well, I'm down for some flambe.
All right, you flambe.
Okay.
Wait a minute, let me just melt this a little bit.
Oh, quickly, quickly.
And then I'm gonna step away from the pan, and you're gonna do that action. And I'll get the oranges.
Hold on, I gotta eat this zucchini.
Okay. All right, you want a flambe? Mm-hmm. Flambe. Oh, there's the flambe. Thank you, Miles.
You wanna take over?
Yep. I am just gonna turn this off, get some of these beautiful oranges in there. It's already hot, so it doesn't really need to do too much more cooking. All right, Miles, my sauce is done. I am going to sauce my sweet crepes. Do you want to see if your stuff is done from the oven?
I think it should be done by now.
Yeah, let's check it out. This is what I'm going for. The cranberry sauce inside the crepe with a beautiful orange sauce on the outside of the crepe.
Absolutely fabulous.
I might actually also have this one. Miles got those giant big man crepes over there. Let's just taste something. Should I give you a fork and we can taste? You want to dig into one of yours?
Forks aren't for man crepes, Mom.
Okay, well, you do what you want to taste. I'm going to taste mine with a fork.
Can we get some salt and pepper?
Yeah, just go ahead and grab it.
Ah, merci beaucoup.
Okay, let's see how this tastes. Good. You want to taste mine?
I'll taste yours after
Here.
I taste my savory. Whatever.
Well, too late. See, it's fun to make crepes with your leftovers.